just continue there. The Suns just rolling. 115 to 105. Suns go to 1-1. Lakers drop to 0-2. Chris Paul and Devin Booker, they combine for 45 points. Bridges has 21. 4 of their 5 starters in double figures. For the Lakers, LeBron James led the way. 5 of 9 from 3 with 25 points. Westbrook 15, 11, and 9. Dwight Howard played 9 minutes, but his argument with AD is what everyone is talking about. He's speaking with Mike Trudell in the media.
Hey, Dwight, just wanted to check and see what was happening on the bench in the first half with you and AD, and if you guys got a chance to talk about it either.
Oh yeah, we squashed it right then and there. You know, we just had a disagreement about something that was on the floor. So we both very passionate about winning. We didn't want to lose this game, you know, so we both were just, you know, very passionate. We got it out the way. We grown men, things happen, but we already done talk, squash it. There's no issues between me and him. And that's my brother. That's my teammate. You know, that's what I told him. So I'm always be here for you, no matter what. I'm always fight for you. I'm going to do whatever I can to help this team win. He said the same thing, you know. So we're good. We squashed it. There's no need to try to make it bigger than something else.
Yeah, enjoyed it in that second quarter. A lot of fouls early. Was it defensive rotations, or what was some of the stuff?
We're just trying to get it together. You know, this is our second game. You know, second real game. You know, and we're gonna get it right. You know, I know a lot of people count us out already. It's early. A lot of people laughing at us and joking, but we're gonna get this thing together. You know, we know what's on the line, and we want to win. We're very passionate. We won number 18. You know, so we're not going to stop. We're going to do whatever we can to get that.
Dwight, do you think that the incident with AD was a result of the frustration from losing the opener, the struggles in this game?
No, we were just upset about a play. We was upset about a play. We both had a disagreement, and, you know, we both just got into our feelings, you know, and it happens. We're grown men. You know, we're trying to figure things out. And, you know, it just looked bad, you know. But other than that, you know, we have no issues with each other. And I don't want nobody to try to make this into an issue between me and AD, or I'm trying to cause a problem with the team, because I'm not. Everybody on the team know what type of energy I bring every single night, regardless if I'm on the bench, if I'm on the court, whatever. I'm the same exact person. I'm never going to change. I'm going to always be up. I'm going to always push my teammates. I'm going to always be positive no matter what. I didn't even say nothing negative to him, you know, that whole exchange, you know. So it just may have looked like it, but that's my brother. And I'm not going to let nobody mess up our relationship.
Wait, when did you guys squash it?
We already squashed it during the timeout. It's over with. Yeah, it's over with.
And when you didn't play in the second half, did you see that?
It had nothing to do with it.
Just in general, it seemed like a really testy game, stuff going on.
Yeah, it was. You know, this is the team that put us out of the playoffs last year, so we was already agitated about that, you know, that they beat us in the playoffs. And, you know, it was like, man, not tonight. We can't let it happen. They beat us in the preseason. We like, nah. Timbers, everybody was upset, but that was just, we just got to control our emotions. And we're going to figure it out. We got 80 more games.
When we talk about controlling your emotions, I mean, they've also gotten arguments with the refs.
Yeah, everybody. You know, even Coach, you know, said to us, you know, he got to get better at controlling his emotions. He got a technical foul. He's running on the floor. So we all understand that we got to stay positive, but we also got to stay humble. Stay humble and stay hungry. You know, we're gonna get what we need to get out of this season, but we got to stay humble, got to stay positive, and, you know, things are going to happen in our favor.
Last question. Lakers are back in action on Sunday when they don't know what was said. Don't even want to guess, Rob, but obviously something.
No, we don't want to talk about it, because right there, you know, AD, and you see right there, they're still talking about it. AD's trying to explain his point, and Dwight Howard's like, yo, you probably said you didn't have to come at me like that, bro. Mm-hmm. But yeah. It's a certain way, when you're trying to be a leader on a team and you're trying to show your dominance on a team, sometimes you get confused on how to do that. and a lot of times everybody's going to probably point the finger at Dwight Howard. But I think AD being the leader on his team, there's a certain way you handle things.
Yes.
And you sit down next to him and you talk to him in his ear. And you don't get him up and then you grab him. There's certain things because he's a grown man and he's grown. You don't grab another grown man like that unless you in WWE or something like that, MMA. And I know this is frustrating for me because AD wasn't having the night he wanted to have. He shot poorly from the field, shot great from the free throw line, but poorly from the field. So we're not going to sit here and speculate because we don't know what was said, what was happening. But this is some things that just doesn't need to happen. They need to learn how to handle it the right way.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and as they were entering the half, it looked like they had chatted and talked. So don't go on Twitter and freak out and think the Lakers don't like each other and chemistry's bad.
Yeah.
Please don't panic like that. Allie and Rob do that before every single show. They are fine at the end of the day. But go ahead, James.
I was going to say the same thing, man. Sister-brother thing, boy, fighting like cats. I actually hope they have some more. I don't want to call it a confrontation or whatever. But I hope that they have a couple more of those where they can, get in each other's face and shake off the dust, and because it happens. It happens usually in the locker room. I would say AD, Dwight's an older guy. He's been around. He's not some young kid that you could just run up to.
Yeah.
Rob's right. You don't embarrass a veteran like that. You sit down and say, hey, dog, can we talk about something? So,
Yeah.
But I do like to see that they care. And that they're starting to communicate, because it's frustrating what they're doing on the floor. So they're gonna have to figure it out. It's going to take some honest conversation. And
Listen, no one threw a towel in the
a lot of
coach's
looking
face.
in the window.
Right, James? No one threw a towel in the coach's face.
Nothing's quite as exciting on the bench as that.
Yeah,
Hey,
no doubt.
you should be happy. I came here. After
Believe
that.
me, it's one of the greatest moments in Suns history when you threw the towel in Danny Ainge's face.
Yeah, and you wonder if they talked about it already at halftime. Again, Dwight did not play in the second half. That surprised me a little bit.
They went small, right?
Yeah, no doubt. And maybe that is a little preview, AD at the 5. Maybe we will be seeing that sooner than later. Again, with this game in San Antonio in a couple days. Maybe Frank's like, all right, let's just see what it looks like.
Yeah.
And they played pretty well in that fourth quarter. Third quarter, though, not so well.
Yeah. Where do you guys see most of the struggles? I mean, listen, we can flip a coin, offense, defense, but when you watch that game, Rob, I think I was harping on defense. James talked a little about the offensive struggles. What's the first thing that pops into your mind?
I think them not scoring in the paint. That just bothered me because when you look at the Phoenix
One thing we
Suns-
dominated for the last couple of years.
You look at the Phoenix Suns, they got one big, and for you to sit there, I forget, they got
JaVale.
two bigs, JaVale. For JaVale, if I told you JaVale McGee will outplay all of the Lakers bigs, you would say, I'm on something.
Right.
And that's what happened. Like, if you saw the energy JaVale played with, it was way better than what the Lakers provided out of all three of their big men. And they need to find a way to score in the paint. Like I said earlier, they get so enthralled about his three-point shot that they just want to shoot threes. And the game is simple. Go inside first, inside out. And for me, for AD to not dominate against a Crowder who has 5 inches on, I have a problem with that. Crowder is a good defensive player, but AD, you're a great offensive player. And there's no way he should put you in a position where you're shooting 25% for a game.
Yeah. If I were to see a game like this one tonight, and I see how we had nothing in the paint, we got one guy that can dominate the paint, and that's AD. I mean, DeAndre and Dwight, they get their lobs, which I don't think they got any tonight. But after a game tonight, if I were AD, I would live in that paint. I would start my first 10 shots would be in that paint, and I would get it and go quick. I would get it and take my time, make some willing passes. That's where it is. Out there, 12 feet, you're trying to, go one-on-one after no movement, shooting fadeaway jumpers, and that's you don't get. To me, I just think he's the guy. He's our 5. Nobody else is our 5. Yeah. He's the guy that needs to go down in there, get damn nasty, and do it every night until the teams just can't take it anymore. We know he can go out there and do all this, 15, 17 feet. But when you see the way you're being punked in the paint, someone's got to take care of that.
Yeah.
And, And he's the guy that's got to do it. It's just simple. It's not difficult. It's very simple.
I always say narratives are built early in the year. People will love that the Lakers are 0-2, but Frank, that staff, the players, they have to understand this journey and where you're starting and where you hope to go, Rob, and they